right, everybody. We actually have been suspended from EverQuest. Um, Apparently, we nerded a little too hard, and there are some things you can't do. So we're gonna go over the rules and regulations for everybody out there, so that you know what you can do and what you can't do on these P99 servers. All right. So here goes a list of the rules and regulations of things. This is a list of rules and regulations of things that you can and cannot do. Okay. So, that being said, let's get right into it. So, number one, you may not steal kills. Kill stealing is defined as killing of an NPC for any other reason that is already fighting or pursuing another player or group that is prepared to engage this NPC without that group's specific permission. Alright, so that means the group is killing something, you can't just run up and kill it. The intent of this rule is to discourage and make new habitual kill stealers, not to punish those who obviously try to work together and make an honest mistake. That's enforcement staff and reflective philosophy. Alright, kill stealing. Kill stealing, okay, I agree. I agree, kill stealing is bad. But how bad is it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you wasted all your time. Now there has to be a way. There has to be an in-game way to stop kill stealing. I guess that would be, what is the in-game way to stop kill stealing? I guess kill stealing. Um, Damn, that's a terrible. That's actually a terrible thing because what that means is you could do 99% of the damage, but the person who gets the last hit, if somebody just walks up like you and 15 other people are working on like this big dragon, and then someone comes up and gets the final hit, yeah, then it's basically stolen. They get all that loot, all that experience that was meant for like 20 people. Nope, one guy gets it. Yeah, so I agree. Kill stealing should be allowed. Not allowed. Not allowed. So we're gonna agree with the rules on rule number one. We're gonna agree with Landris. All right, they got that. So they're one up. Help understanding what constitutes a camp. The definition below is not absolute. Okay. Staff will not be defining what constitutes every camp. For example, or just that. Examples. Instead, Project 99, because the serve staff will arbitrate spawn disputes on a pre-case basis. Oh, per case basis. We greatly encourage players to find their own resolution to spawn disputes, as the solution provided by the staff will be the a best win-lose situation, and possibly a lose-lose situation with no decisions. Even at the same camp, guaranteed to be at the same spot, with taking into account multiple factors and making determination on a camp. Okay, that being said, you can absolutely camp mobs, and you cannot steal another player's camp. In general, if the placeholder or placeholder of the spawner are being killed, that camp can be considered held by that player during doing the killing, so long as they are keeping the placeholders, or room if there are no placeholders, is cleared within the same zone. Do not dialogue off. Okay, so all they need is basically they're saying, in general, if a placeholder or placeholders for a spawn are being killed, the camp can be considered held by the player during the killing, doing the killing, as long as they are keeping placeholders. Okay, you cannot camp, absolutely camp mobs, and you cannot steal another player's camp. You do not necessarily need to be at the spawn point to call a claim while it is uncontested. However, if someone else wishes to contest the camp, you do need to return to the camp and maintain a presence at or very near the spawns in order to hold it. You cannot hold multiple camps if another group wishes to contest one that you are holding. The player holding multiple camps retains the right to choose which camp to give up. I don't agree with this. You know, okay, this goes back to kill stealing. Okay, because if a camp, okay, so if you have like the large mob and you have a group of people waiting for it, if they get wiped like by other stuff around as they're waiting, they lost control. And then that, let's say like as they get wiped, there's six people in a party, so only one or two survive. Your cleric is resin. Some people are running back, without different things are happening. It's going to take them about 30 minutes to get back in position. Well, that mob is standing there for 30 minutes and they had recently got wiped. See, I'm more of a proponent of a person where if another group is there and able to get it done, then they should be able to get it done because of the luck of the situation. Now, that's unfair. Yeah, that's unfair. But now contesting camps, that's a contest on a camp. But then it goes to who hit the camp first. Where is the mob attacking? So if you have two groups in the same spot, they both want the mob, and they start casting spells. Well, if the mob, whoever has the highest threat or can deal the most damage and aggro will get the attention of the mob and therefore claim it for the final kill steal shot for the final shot, or get into a nuke battle, where then it's kind of more chaotic, but you have to have the camps distinguished ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? But at the point of contesting, the team that was there first has the right to hold it, but yeah, they should have the right to hold it. The team that was there first should have the right to hold it, but they should not be able to hold multiple camps. I guess in the situation where they are holding multiple camps, they can decide. Yeah, okay, so this is making sense. All right, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, but I still think that the contesting party should be have a right to get whatever they want. Like, I don't think that because somebody was there first that they should have the right to whatever they have. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, that's just the way the game is. Like, everything's free for all. Like, you know what I mean? You can't say, "Oh, this is my street, this is my sidewalk." Well, the sidewalk is free for all. It's like public property. You know what I mean? Everybody can get it. So whoever get it first, you know what I mean? But getting it first means what? Camping it first? Or do we just let them go chaos with nukes? Yeah, no, no, we can't go into chaos, but we can. There has to be a line somewhere where we can have the camps be able to be contested because nobody's gonna relent the spot. They're not gonna relent the spot. Yeah, yeah. So you're right. You're right. You're probably right. We're gonna have to let them. Well, the first group is falling apart, but you have that one guy who's like, okay, there could be a situation where the first group is falling apart, but you got that one guy who doesn't want to let it go because he's been there for like 6, 7 hours already, and the group done went to sleep because the boss drops like a sword and everybody else was casters. So you got that one warrior who's just like, I need to build a group now, and then this another warrior comes up. You know, yeah, you can't actually hold the spot. Or if the group gets wiped, does that if they get wiped, does that constitute them not holding it? I would say so. So in a situation where another group comes up during the wipe and then steals the camp or over contests it, then they should be granted rights to take it. So there are different circumstances where it comes down to holding the camp, where the secondary party would take control. All right. Outdoors have their own guidelines. Okay. Kind of free for all the open, but then there's different roofs. Outdoor zones have their own set rules. This can be anything from Western Karanas to Commons, all them forest zones. Single spawn example. Though any single spawn point can be claimed, that is the only spawn you can hunt if being contested. Alright, so it just comes down to first to encounter when you're out in the open doors. That rule right there is kind of like the rule I think it should be. A first to encounter rule, because with that you'll be able to in case there are cases where two or more parties wish to hunt in the same area. In these cases, the parties are required to compromise, do not attack mobs after another player is. This is kill stealing. Yeah, don't attack mobs after a person gets it. Right, no kill stealing. Okay, again, if equitable compromise cannot be reached between the players and prior staff management, mandate a compromise and not open to debate. Note: Party of the case defined as one or more characters that are united in common belief, goal, or capable of completing that goal. Alright, NPC. You may not kill PCs while you are not at your computer. This is why I'm here. Okay? Y'all probably wondering why would he be reading rules and regulations about EverQuest? Well, I'm finna to tell you why. So I had this idea with my I had this idea last night. Well, why don't I just AFK next to a level one guy that I can kill with my pet and let him kill it over and over all night? Hey, I did it before. I went from like I had a mage on my other server. I think I went from like level 4 to 8 or something like that. When you get that pet, leveled it up, just sitting on the side of the hill, had my pet on standby next to the spawn spot of something, and there you go. You know what I mean? But apparently that is under rule number 3. It's against the rules the AFK camp, NPC groups. Um, Yeah. So no ninja loot. So now they're pretty much saying now AFK pets number three. I really don't I really don't agree with that because here's my thing. This is why it doesn't work. It's because think about it. Who can the only people that have a pet that's gonna get them experience solo where they can AFK is like casters like well enchanter, mage, and necro. All these people wear cloth. All these people have very low life, right? An enchanter's pet is a garbanzo beans. You hit it 3 times, it dies. So the enchanter is the really the one that's got to take it, tank it. The other two, not so much. Skeletons and necros. I mean, necros and mages. They're pretty formidable, pretty high up. But in order to continuously solo a mob, there has to be fighting greens for sure, because you want them to be fighting something that they can almost take two at a time, just in case some bullshit happens. But so you got these guys, and they can't you can't really AFK farm. I mean, you can, but all you get is one mob off the field, and you get some mage that can get high levels by not looting any money. Whoop de doo. You just get experience very slowly. Oh, I've done AFK farming. It's not fast at all. Like the experience is super slow. Actually, when I did do it before, I would say in one night I got like a level up off of like level 4. You know what I'm saying? To 5. But then the next night it was nowhere near as good. And then after that, your pet really can't do it anymore. Like like a level. I mean, he probably could do it like the next two pets, maybe to like level 16. Level 12 and 16. But they started falling off quick. You know, so unless you had like a level 16 pet killing like level 8s, but how much like now like think about how many level 8s you'd have to kill when you're like levels you're like you got a level 6 level what 12 pet, so your champion's probably like level 12. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's say he's level 12, and you talking about killing level 8s. Those are green, and you're talking about killing one every 5 minutes. So not only do you have to kill like 2,000 of them to get a level up, you're only killing one like every 5 minutes. So it's not like, if you do the math, let's say you had to kill 1,000 and you only killed one every 5 minutes. That's 12 an hour. So in 2 hours you get 25. 25 times 40 would be the 1,000. So in about 40 hours of AFK, you would finally get a fucking level up in 40 hours of AFK. You know what I'm saying? That's 2 days of AFKing. Bro, ain't nobody got time for that shit. I mean, they do. You can have it running in the background, but like you said, you can't two box. It's just a window. I mean, they did it in RuneScape. Woof. AFK is the future. Team fight tactics, if you can see it, the future is AFK with team fight tactics. So, if you don't know, we're not playing no more. Like, we're not finna be playing or working as people. You know what I mean? The future is AFK. We're gonna have robots figuring it out for us. Speaking of TFT, I gotta feel like playing some TFT. We're gonna buckle down and go over these rules real quick, and then edit it up, slap it on YouTube, make sure everybody knows. what the rules and regulations are so it doesn't happen to you. All right, let's go to the next thing, ninja looting. You may not ninja loot, and you shall not pass. They should have put Gandalf right there. Picture of him. You shall not ninja loot. Okay, ninja looters. If you don't know what ninja looting is, it's like after you kill something and before the body even hits the ground. Before the body even hits the ground. Let's go back though. Let's go back because freaking AFK farming, the only difference from AFK farming to actual farming is that you're not actually awake or at your keyboard, but your computer's still running. So they just basically mad that you're getting shit done and they don't know how you're getting it done. Well, they know how you're getting it done, but they're mad that this game allows for you to get shit done without having to do anything. And they picked a class like a warrior who's got to run around and pull every mob, every single of the fucking 600,000 mobs he's gonna have to pull over the course of his lifetime. He's gonna have to physically run up and click like two or three buttons and then fucking run back. So he's gonna have to click a couple million buttons, and you just knocked off with your AFK. And you're gonna get up to a high level and knock off a couple 100,000 buttons you gotta click. Oh yeah, he's gonna be heated. He does not want to see that because he's mad. Mad he picked a warrior. That's why I'll play warriors, rangers especially. Dude, they want every rangers. You at the party, you're a puller. You ain't got nothing else to do. Your damage ain't good. You know what I'm saying? Your spells definitely ain't good. I seen a ranger cast and heal. That shit look like boosted regeneration. Like you might as well sit down, man. The fuck is a ranger casting heal for? You know what I'm saying? That regen. You got regeneration going with this heal spam. Yeah, nah. Same thing like a druid. Even druids fall off like around level 40. That's when they're like, it's kind of questionable to add them to the party. Shamans really just boils down to the channers, wizards, and fucking clerics. Channers, wizards, clerics, and warriors. That's all that really matters. Necros are there for facilitations, corpse recoveries, you know. But when it boils down to it, yeah. There's only a few classes that matter, and then even they could exploit the game. But my point is, you know, who cares? You can't even go that high. Even if you do, what are you doing? You're playing a class that's not top tier. It's not one of the four core, the meat wagon of the fucking warrior who just stacks health, so that when the cleric casts full heal on him, he's getting like 10,000 health from it, and then they can continue tanking the dragon until she can cast full heal again right before he dies with all his armor and health. Or the chatter that's casting AoE stun, or the freaking wizard. You got three wizards casting AoE nuke, so you can run the AoE party. You know what I mean? The monk was good at the AoE party because he could do the pull and then feign death after he brought like, he'd bring like 30 guys. He'd run and pull the whole zone, like 30, 40 guys out of the castle, come back to the party, group them all up into a little ball, and then right when the enchanters start casting AoE mesmerize, then the monk would just feign death. And then all of a sudden you just chain cast the stun and chain cast the nukes. Bop, 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 bop. That's it. And then they would use a healer, to just keep people alive in case shit got out of control. If shit got out of control, the full party probably wipe. But usually no. But it just goes back to the exploits. So you should definitely be able to kill guys while you're not at your PC. You know what I mean? That's just automatic. Like for one, there's enough wandering mobs that'll kill you. And two, the pets aren't strong enough to really kill anything worth it. Three, the amount you gain is so slow. Like if I was getting a bubble of experience in like 10, 15 minutes of like active play, like 20 minutes, AFK it took me like 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? It took like 10 times as long. AFK. So, if I needed like an hour of experience, then I might need 10 hours of AFK experience to go to level 4. We're talking to go to level 4. We're talking to the chapter. But I know I'm theorizing with other classes because if you open door for one, you got to open door for everybody. So we have to counter this argument against pretty much mages and necros. But my whole argument is they're cloth casters who can't survive attacks, and it's not that big a deal because the pets aren't strong anyways. You know, well, mage pets are kind of strong. They're like they're very similar to warriors of their equal level, like a warrior with like regular items. All right, let's move on to ninja looting. Yeah, ninja looting is when you basically kill a mob, and before the mob even hits the ground, you already hit the right click on it so that you could see what he's got upon him. So you loot all his money as soon as you click on it. Boom, get all the money off of it, and then you can have a loot all option where as soon as you click them, all the items on them, you just automatically pick it up. Like the two or three items that you might have on them available for pickup, you just snatch them. You know, and that's how they call it. That locking. So we can't we can't we can't allow ninja looting because people will just steal shit before it hits the ground. Third party programs, self explanatory. Yeah, I don't agree with third party programs. That is just stupid. That's when you're running bots and different things. Like my friends are running Auctioneer and World of Warcraft. I don't agree with that. Just play the game. If you can't figure out the math, then get your ass out of the auction house. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have a calculator. You do have a calculator. Use it, not one that's built for auction house calculating. Let's go to real money trades are not allowed. Uh, all right. I could go pay to play, but real money trades is what's make the game hot. You know. So actually, I always think that real money should be allowed in games. I know a lot of games don't like it, but you don't allow it, but you just don't say anything when it happens. It's like I do. Foul language is not permitted. Yeah, it should be. Racial slurs, meh. I mean, yeah, foul language is not that bad, but racial slurs, okay, okay. Maybe you're doing too much with the racial slurs. All right. Next one are kind of play ethics. No blocking doorways. Can't block shit. Yeah, no shout spamming. No no training on people purposely. Um yeah, I agree with those, but it's kind of hard to tell like if it was on purpose or not, and that's kind of another thing where leaves things up to the judge, which I don't agree with that. No, okay, no fraud. So you can't freaking act like you're somebody else or do things to make people look bad. Okay. All right. So no hate mongering, no sexual harassment, no attempting to defraud a customer service representative. Impersonating customer service representative, you can't do that. Customer service personal abuse, implying favoritism, staff member. Okay, so you can't fuck with staff. All right. Yeah, don't mess around with the staff. They don't mess around. Okay, role playing does not grant or violate these rules. Does not grant license. Okay, so you can't say, oh, well, I was role playing my character so I could act stupid and be a rogue and just steal everything. No, you may not you may not operate a guild that habitually violates these rules. So you can't be like a football team that's constantly freaking what do you call it? What they be doing constantly? The football team that constantly tries to break arms and gouge eyeballs every time they get inside the tackle. They be scratching and pinching and stabbing people. I remember they played a game called Blood Bowl where you could foul them, and the refs had a 1 in 6 chance of seeing you, but if they didn't, you get like a free hit. Damn near you can kill somebody. I felt like playing some Blood Bowl actually. You know what? I think I'm gonna go try some Blood Bowl. Sounds like fun. I had a team. I'll see if my I'll see if people want to see if my cousin wants to play, man. It's already 12 o'clock. I'll play tomorrow. Um, naming policy. Oh yeah, this naming policy is kind of garbanzo beans. All right, you cannot have a name like Lisa McTeagan. Wait, the following names are considered unacceptable. Unacceptable. Vile, rude, racist, blah blah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, I understand that. You can't do that one. Number one, yeah. This right here. No. Yeah, that is a no no. Okay, combination of words that produce offensive result like huge ass, T McGroin, Tug McGroin. Alright. Questionable. This is like 50-50. Cause like Tug McGroin, that's kinda, as is specifically like, I mean, but even still, the ass is what do you call it? So those are questionable. Just depends on what they were saying. Okay. Copyright trademark products. Okay. Maybe if there's like a copyright infringement or something where the server can get in trouble, I would agree with that one. So I agree with religious like Allah, Stalin, Satan. Uh, gotta let people represent their stuff. I mean, but I guess yeah, you don't want to be giving them an opportunity to do that kind of thing. All right, so far you got two. Go with a half on that one. The number second one, McGroin, Tug McGroin, go half. Uh, correct on the first one, the third one, the fourth one. If there's something monetarily behind it that can detriment them, but if not, let people do it. I mean, shit, who cares? Um, names from popular media: Rambo, Darth Vader, Garth Brooks, George Washington, Michael Jordan. Not good. Rambo, damn, they're not even allowing Rambo, Darth Vader. Come on, man, dude. See, that's what I'm saying. What kind of shit is that? Darth Vader, bro. Darth Vader is not even real. Rambo, Rambo, really? Like, because the thing is, there's so many names out there. You know what I mean? Everybody's probably had almost every name you could think of. You might as well click a random generator and be like, my name is Lab Tick. You know what I'm saying? My name is Vorlock. Like, dude, you know what I'm saying? Jazzarn. My name is Jazzarn. Jazzarn? What the fuck is a Jazzarn? Oh, well, it's similar to somebody. No, don't agree. Do not agree. I do not agree. All right, let's move on. Michael Jordan, of course. Yeah, no Michael Jordan, no Mike Tyson, Michael Jackson, none of that. You can't be out here being those. All right, maybe, but I still would like a Chuck Norris or a Bruce Lee. You know what I'm saying? The Last Dragon. Yeah, like what about that? I bet there's no respect on that one. If somebody's like, "Oh, my name is Last Dragon," they'd be like, "What? That's cool." No, it's a movie, man. You know what I'm saying? Or my name is Blank Man. Blank Man. See, I bet. Let me see. Will they allow? I wonder if they'll allow Blank Man. These are things you have to ask yourself. How far is the respect? Because, like, what if you wanted to name yourself Hand Solo? So now you just put a D on the Han Solo and it's Hand Solo. Oh, now it's vulgar because you got one hand. You're doing the hand solo. You know what I'm saying? Every name could be interpreted depending on how you do it. So this whole bracket right here needs to be revamped and more streamlined to just if copyright is a problem, have it be, but then pretty much there's nothing super vulgar. Nothing super religious because you gotta respect the religious people. But Stalin, why is Stalin put up there with fucking deities? I guess they really wanted to put Hitler on there. But they didn't want to put Hitler on there, so they was like, let's do somebody who's not quite as dangerous sounding as Hitler in history, because Hitler is the number one villain in my opinion. Stalin killed a lot of people very gruesomely in the snow, I think. Forced a bunch of peasants to, against all odds. If anybody knows about Stalin, uh, no, I played. Man, look, last night I was freaking, I was an enchanter, level 3, and I'm like on the new green server, and fucking, I'm like, alright, I'm getting kind of tired. Let me, uh, Let me figure out how I can keep the party rolling for about an hour or two till I wake up. And fucking, yeah, man. So I found a good spot to park out with my goblin, or I was killing this goblin runt. He was like a level 1 goblin. He would attack me, and then my pet would pretty much just kill it. And basically, you know, I watched it for like a good 30 minutes, and I was like, all right. I would doze off and then wake up like every 20, 30 minutes, make sure my guy was alive. I remember the coordinates. I'm just parked out in the middle of the woods somewhere, level 3 enchanter, AFK farming a level 1 fucking goblin runt. I wake up, I can't move. I'm like, what the hell's going on? I can't move. I log out, log back in, and my account's in like Swiss frozen, like a Swiss bank account. My account's been suspended. I got no info, no info. So I had to search suspension on the forums, and then I come and find this right here. And now I'm going over the rules and regulations for people. I'm probably gonna record this, slap this on I'm gonna slap this on YouTube and just let people know, because that wasn't. I don't think it was fair how like you playing a game, right? You're playing, and then fucking, yeah, like as if AFK farming is fucking. You know what I'm saying? Ain't, dude. AFK farming ain't shit. Like you're not getting nothing done. You know what I mean? You're getting something done, but really you're not doing nothing. And so, you know, I want to get the word out for people so that, cause like I was playing the game, and when I started playing this game, I didn't know there was all these rules. I kind of knew like just be a good player and to be nice to people and stuff. But like, damn, they really anal about it. I mean, not anal, but they got their shit down. They're like really going in on every nuance. So I'm just going over this, and then I'm gonna edit it down to make it shorter and just get the word out. I don't even know how long they got me locked out for. I don't know what game I'm finna play now. I feel like a homeless person up in this bitch. I'm like, damn, man, they got me out in the cold in this motherfucker, man. Yeah, but I'm out. I just got hit. Today is day one of the suspension. So, yeah, they take it real serious. So, all right, I gotta get through. I gotta go through here. I forgot where I was, but we're looking at the names. I think over somewhere right here. Yeah, like Michael Jordan phrases and the title. Switchblade fate. What? Look at this. Common phrases cannot be found. Wait. Common words and phrases that would not be found in the time in setting a request, such as switchblade, a phaser, a toaster. No, toaster is definitely gonna be found. See, that's an interpretation. Because any mage with a fire spell is considered a toaster. You know what I'm saying? Cannabis. What? This is a nature druid spell right here. This has got to be a druid. Come on, man. See, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? They're trying to they're trying to put too many regulations on this. It wasn't like this back in the day. I mean, you can't have like marijuana. I understand, but you know. Come on, man. Come on. All right, let's look at this next one. Proper name because it's proper names from EverQuest. Wrath, Karana, Center players, Dorn, Trumpy, and Karn. Okay, now Trumpy, Karn, because League of Legends came out with Kane, so that's like one letter away from Kane. Trumpy is one letter away from Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Dorn, there's now a Dorn in Game of Thrones. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like all these names, you can't do that. You can't. If it's in the game, then make a character named Karana, or do whatever you have to do to prevent the server from allowing the name Karana. You know what I'm saying? But it shouldn't be. They're gonna ban us for it. That's just not right. That's not right at all. I don't agree with this one right here. Okay, wait. Up until like right there, that all right. Wrath, Karana, zones, yes. Huge zones, yes. And I guess players in lore, but no, not even players in lore should be allowed to. You should be able allowed to do the names. Just the name is already blocked off because of players in lore. But let's say they wanted to misspell it, and this also includes first and last names. Yeah, like say they want to say Dorn with a E or Dorm with an M. They just misspell it. Those names should already be taken by like when the admins first create a server, they should have a list of names, and then they just make characters with those names so that nobody else can duplicate those names on that server. That's what should happen if they really wanted it that bad. You know what I'm saying? Uh, of all the NPCs. Okay, the names of past or current representatives: Nilbog, Rogian, Landris, and Eunomia. Okay, well, again, make some characters named Nilbog and Rogian and all those, and then when a character goes to create their, when a person goes to create their dude, the name is already taken. You know, I mean, this one maybe so, but that's kind of messed up if a person's like level 20 and then you find out, oh, his name is Nilbog and he's already level 20 2 weeks into his craft, and then you like delete his character or suspend his account. Like that's not fair. You got to give him a name change or something. You know what I mean? I don't even know if that's possible. But he's got to be compensated. You can't just ban him because how would he know? What if it's a random chance? All right, yeah, this one that's pretty good. I don't, yeah, yeah, you can't be like trying to throw subliminals at the customer service reps. So yeah, no, we don't. We're not gonna agree with that one right there. For names containing titles within them, such as but not as limited to Lord, Mater, Master, Knight, Sir. Uh, ah, this one right here, I don't know. I don't know, cause it's gonna come out looking stupid. Sir Talon, Lord Eagle, Mother Maggie, Dark Sister. Like it doesn't look good. It doesn't look like. So it's gonna look dumb. So yeah, allow them to look stupid if they want to. I don't mind, cause I wouldn't do it, cause it looks tacky. You just know them as tryhards. You guys trying hard. Names that contain sentences like I kill Oryx on top. Um, Peter Carr Bob. What? Or two or more words that do not form descriptive names that contain sentences, phrases, or two or more words that do not form descriptive compound words. Table chair. Die, die, die. Pet car Bob. Um. Okay, now die, die, die could go back to that one. I don't know, because when you kill thousands of mobs, see, this is negotiable. Table chair, who cares? It's table chair. It's just something to remember. Like, this is the name the person wants to be. I want to be table, what I mean? If they make a guy named Table Chair and then they actually play Table Chair for like hell hours, getting a kick out of it when NPCs say "Hail Table Chair," or whatever. Let him. He's having fun. He's rolling his ass off, laughing because of his name, Table Chair. If it's vulgar enough to fall under the category of like the first two of vulgarity, the first area here, then okay, you ban it. But if it's just some goofiness like whatever, die die die, Peter Car Bob, table chair, on talk, I kill orcs, because I kill orcs. What if the guy has low intelligence, right? What if he's actually playing like a human with low intelligence and he's role playing because, you know, that's all his parents trained him to be, and then he only knows how to say like a couple things. And whenever anybody asks who he is, he just says that. Like, that's one of his things that he responds as. You know what I mean? Because in medieval times, not everybody had access to books. So if you were just like a warrior or something, you just, kill orcs. That's all you do. Anyways, there's that anime Goblin Slayer. So yeah, if somebody was to name themselves Goblin Slayer, then isn't that the same as I kill orcs, but on right here, Giant Slayer. Okay, descriptive compound words are allowed in the first names and encouraged in the surname. Oh, oh, please be a Giant Slayer or a Goblin Slayer, but don't put I kill orcs. No, no, you need to get your English up, buddy. What kind of hypocrisy is this right here? Okay, so you can't say I kill orcs, but you could say that you're a giant slayer. You can say you're an orc slayer, but you can't say you kill orcs. Come on. Come on, man. Doesn't that mean the same thing? It's just worded differently? Yeah, so now they've switched it into a situation where you're forcing people to have a higher vocabulary capacity, because if you're somebody like in real life was like just didn't think of the word slayer, like they're trying to, it's on the tip of their tongue, they're just like, what's the word that describes when you murder and shit, murder, but they couldn't think of it, so it's just like, I kill that, whoop whoop. Or what's the word to describe when you kill stuff? I kill, you know so that, see, this is more interpretation. This right here, you gotta get rid of that. And then also are allowed. See, they snuck this in. Like, this whole thing is stuff that's unacceptable, and then right in the middle it says this. See, there's no asterisk, there's no tabbed indentation. It's just right next to it. That's misleading right here. Descriptive compound words are allowed in the first names and are encouraged. So they actually want you to say, yes, I kill orcs on top of the mountain. That's what your name should be. My name is on top mountain. You know what I'm saying? First name on top, last top mountain. And you will get fucking banned for it. But if you named yourself uh what would you have to how would you rename on top? On top, okay, your surname's gonna be mountain, and your first name is uh, 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 Ascender. Uh, yeah, Ascender Mountain or Ascending Mountain. That sounds much more medieval and better. but it takes a higher level of intelligence to probably come up with something like that. If you're a druid, oh, I'm sorry, I'm late on reading this here. They want names to be related to fantasy world of the game, like something related to the druid lore. If you are a druid, etc. Yeah, true. But not everybody wants to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody, like, they want that shit, but, eh, I guess. I mean, see, I'm trying to imagine the game. Like, I'll take a minute here. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say because, like, you want somebody named Mule or Banker or something. You just want to see that kind of stuff. Like, you don't want to see uh. I mean, you could, but I think it's easier to remember people if their name was something of anything they chose because having a name having a name of anything you want reminds people that these are people. You know what I mean? Like, you're actually talking to a real life person and not some digital sorcerer in a game because his name is like Billy Bob's car sales. You know what I'm saying? Or his name is I just got off work. It's like that's his name. I just got off work. you know, and you enjoy it. Brings a smile to your face seeing that because you're like, hey, it just everybody's trying to be a jokester. Everybody want to make you smile. I mean, not everybody, 90%, but when you have a name, everybody forced to being medieval, it stifles creativity and it takes us one step away from who we are as people being in this. Um, let's see. The descriptive comparative separate. Descriptive, wait, tree huggers. Okay, descriptive content words each separate part or separate uh, part of the word and the entire word. Wait, each separate part of the word and the entire word. Compa words. Each separate part of the word and the entire word. Okay. Must otherwise adhere to all other naming rules. All right, yeah. Whatever. Yeah, so you can't have nothing crazy in there. Gotcha. Alrighty. Fantasy oriented names which are easily recognized from popular existing media. This is Merlin Gandalf or Dritz Du Erden, the frickin' elf. Dritz Du Erden are not allowed. You see? You see that? So that's another gripe I have. Fucking Bruce Lee, Chuck Norris, not coming. Mike Tyson, none of that. None of that. Hanzo Hattori, um, anybody you want to be, Alexander, and then the Great, whatever, Zhuji Liang, anything you name, not coming. Gandalf, not coming. Jon Snow, not coming. Daenerys Targaryen would have been here in '99, not coming today. You know, you're not getting none of it. You can put that on the shelf. I guess I wonder if Snow is banned. Last name Snow. I don't know. Maybe that's a little too vague. They're gonna let that one slide, but depends on what your first name is. You know. So yeah, I personally like lore. I like role play. Cause like, hey, okay, let's say you wanted to build the dude from Dorne, or who would you build from Game of Thrones? Because most everybody from Game of Thrones are like warriors, but you could have Melisandre. They're freaking. What was she? Human? Like a human wizard? Well, she had res. She's probably like a warlock, like a corpse summon. Yeah, Melisandre the Warlock. You know, that would be pretty dope. Of course, Bruce Lee the monk, like all day. You gotta have Bruce Lee, Gandalf the wizard. You know, you gotta have those characters. Dritz, Raceland, Tyrion, and Teslas. You know, these are just names that are in lore. You gotta have them. You got to have them. Like there has to be a Tyrion on the server, and he's gonna be known. You know, there's got to be a Merlin. There's got to be a Merlin on every server. You know what I'm saying? Like it just you just should have it. You need it because we need to be reminded. So then people will say, not everybody knows who Dritz Du Erden is. Nobody knows. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna make him famous. Like this is another thing about Michael Jackson and Jay Z's kind of killing himself with the same thing. But Jay Z exclusivized this music to where it's only like pay to play for most of his songs. Michael Jackson kind of did the same thing. He didn't want none of his stuff being shared and played for free, and then it kind of made him more obscure. You know, people still like them because they're great, but overall, in the long run, like after Mike died, his music really got like closed up and just put away. Like, you know what I mean? Like nobody really super listens to it because he was already taking it away from everybody before he died, so he made it harder to get. So this is the same situation where you have a situation like a person like Dritz in that I think it was Forgotten Realms, Dungeons and Dragons long ago, I want to say, and that book storyline will be forgotten about from the 90s if we don't allow players to rename themselves Dritz because the key and also a lot of us are from the 90s, 30 years old and up. Most like 95% of the players that I've encountered in this game, nobody's really like 20 years old in this game unless they know somebody who's already 30 something years old showing them how to get in. So you know, allow some nostalgia. Give us that at least. Names here. Just going over names. I guess the rest is violate, like Crimea River, Brand Muffin, Storytime, violate previous rules. I don't even know what that stuff is, to be honest. I mean, bring light to a subject. Crimea River. I might go search the Crimea River and look at some geography. You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares? For all the above, misspellings, spellings backwards. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Trying to be elusive. Okay, yeah, I agree with that. This is agreeable if you violate one of the other rules up at the front, you know. But for the most part, like all this right here, like all this, like all this right here, should be acceptable. All that right there should be acceptable all day long. Michael Jordan definitely should be acceptable unless they have like copyright right here. Unless there's an issue with copyright, then we definitely want Michael Jordan to be acceptable. Um, uh, offensive language should be applied. Okay, yeah, no offensive language. All right, all the above or else. Above all else, you may not choose a character guild name which is sole, absolutely discreet by the staff. Okay. Um. Yeah, yeah. Okay. No guild. No improper guilds. Okay. All right. Original post by Contraceptive. If you can prove God is real to me, I might believe you aren't. Wait. If you can prove God is real to me, I might believe you aren't. You aren't just a virgin. Oh, yeah, you might believe you aren't just a virgin that has been given fake internet powers. What? Wait, if you could prove God is real to me, I believe you aren't just a virgin that has been given fake internet powers that you overwhelmed on an imaginary game. Also, don't forget to take contraceptive. What is he talking about? Oh, this is contraceptive. Don't forget to take contraceptive. The world doesn't need any more use. Oh, hold on. Am I kidding? You're not reproducing. You're too busy blanket banning people on a 20-year-old elf simulator. Damn. He's heated. Who? Why did he say Landers? Contraceptive was heated. Well, I give him kudos though. He went in. He had his last hurrah. But yeah, a lot of the stuff is okay, you know. So let's go over it real quick. No kill stealing. Uh, Camp differentiation. Be respectful about camps, but it's really first come first serve. Outdoor zones is like first hit first serve. Of course, then no kill stealing. This one that got me here. This is why I'm here. It's because you can't kill guys while you're AFK, or that, or you can't have your pet parked somewhere getting kills while you're sleeping. Ninja loot. Don't don't loot stuff hella fast, and don't grab stuff that's not yours. Be respectful. Third party programs, yeah, no bots and things like that. You can only have one client. Now this one right here, I do. I think I went over that part. I do think that people should have like maybe two boxes, three, but there should be a limit, three max maybe per IP address. That way you could have like a raid that's a 15-man raid with like 40 people in it, but only like 15 active players. Because they're gonna sacrifice. If you have bots, they're probably gonna sacrifice because one guy can't really run all that as efficiently as one person running one player. So one person running one player is gonna be way more better at it. So that 40-man raid will definitely suffer in its efficiency calculations. Um, let's see. You may not have more than one client running per real life person. Yeah, okay. Real money trades. I'm on the fence about real money trades. That's that can help or hurt a game. You know, because real money trades will allow poor people to make money off of your game, and then it also makes rich people be able to win in your game. So having a strong base of poor people who want to make money on the game will give you a nice solid foundation of like people, because you just make money, you know, and depending on how well the pay is, you know, somebody's going to be there trying to make that money. So it's an incentive to play. You don't need it, but who does it hurt if it's regulations? You know, like I said, maybe I don't know. Foul language, of course, you don't want foul language. You do want foul language, but it to an extent. You don't want to be constantly harassing somebody. You know, for at least number nine, harassment. Yeah. Dispute. Don't block zones. Don't block Zoras. Don't train people. You know, yeah, yeah. Just be. Don't be stupid. Don't be a thick-headed idiot. You know what I'm saying? Monopolizing most or all the kill in the area. Now this part right here, I don't agree with that. You should be able to, if you can handle it and you can go pull 30 guys and then just do it, do it. You know, who cares? That's your ability. Um, don't defraud other players. Sell rules here. Don't defraud admin. Like the staff, don't fuck with the staff. Okay, got it. We don't really talk to staff. We don't care about them. You know what I mean? We don't want to engage staff at all. Oh, bad news is bad on there. Okay, I'll check that out in a second. Well, I mean, but yeah, but like, it's like super bad. But if you have, if you have like a, say for instance, like a girlfriend or like a roommate, you know, they're basically saying only one person can play the game per household. So it's like, oh, wait a minute, that kind of sucks. You know, but I mean, having multiple games going on one computer, like on the one window, you just have like different Everco's windows open. Yeah, I don't agree with that. That should be bannable. But if we have like multiple computers in one house, you know, that should be like different. Yeah, you can get an IP exemption. You gotta petition for it after you've already been banned or something. Or you can do it beforehand if you know about it. You gotta search the rules because see, like this kind of stuff, this is the kind of stuff they don't tell you till after you got smacked in the face with it. Like, oh yeah, and here goes the rule book. What? Why wasn't this like at the beginning? Yeah, I feel you. Grayson, Grayson, saying. How do you say? Grayson, huh? Okay. Um, you may not operate a guild that violates role playing. Yeah, role playing doesn't get you get out of jail free card. You're role playing. Naming policy, we just went over that, and I guess that's it. So now, um, I got nothing to do. I'm thinking about building a deck of magic cards, or maybe playing some team fight tactics. Uh, I don't know. Maybe I'll go do some World of Warcraft. I'm still paying for that. Doing the classic one, so I don't know what I want to do right now. But we did go over these EQ rules. We're here, we're out here in the server, chatting it up in the forums, trying to see what's going on in the P99 forums. Because we want to know what's going on and what are people griping about. Rants and flames. You know what I'm saying? Look at these sorry lulls. We're camping these 5 outdoor spawn. Let's get some new stuff today. This is today right here. Why are so many exploits allowed? Green. Am I right, Reddit? Yesterday, today. What is this? Up here, number 3. Teal. Teal Cucks Blue. What? Uh. Yeah, see, this is a bunch of nothing right here. But, alright. I guess we will go with. Um. I guess we got no choice now but to go with EverQuest. Uh, whoops, what am I doing here? We're fucked over though because they pretty much they got me banned. Like I don't know how long I'm banned for. That's the problem. Out of this whole thing, where where does it say you know you getting 7 days or 30 days? Because I'm right here. I'm on I think number 3. I'm right here in bracket number 3. You know what I'm saying? Level 3, a level 3 enchanter with a fucking uh a level 3 enchanter with a fucking a pet. A level 1 sword and shields pet that takes 3 hits and it dies. And you mean tell me I'm level 3 with a cloth armor killing a grunt, one single grunt, and you want to ban me for how many days? Indefinite? Oh yeah, I'm finna say something. Oh yeah, it's probably on the EULA. You're right. You're right. It's on there. But no, 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 no. Actually, it's not on the EULA. Okay, maybe it is, but the EULA doesn't have this right here. Like all this stuff that I'm reading, it's not on there. That stuff will probably say you gotta abide by the rules and regulations. But it took me a while to go in here and find this what I'm looking at. I don't know, cause I seen some that were 30. The only one I ever seen, I saw one and it said 30. Yeah, I think it's, and that's another thing. Like I should be informed. I check my email. Ain't nothing in the email. They're not telling you, hey, X, Y, and Z. They just slapped you. You know what I'm saying? Just slap you upside the head. Here, let me go with the petition form. Maybe I gotta do a petition. Let's see. You can petition. Oh, this is the one for the petition of if you have like extra people in your house. Okay, so you go here to number 6, and then this is where you can petition for extra people. There is a no boxing Project 99 servers. Boxing is defined as having more than one client running for a single computer. Oh, from a single computer. Okay, wait. Or having more than one client running per person in the same house on different computers. Oh, okay, that's the part right there. On different computers. Maybe they can tell because like one guy stops, the other guy starts moving, and then back to back, there's like, why every time one guy moves, the other guy's stopping? You know. So, but see, this again, that's a matter of technology. They didn't have that technology like Google back in the day to know if you were AFK and all that stuff. Like now they can tell if you're hella AFK. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, they could back then, but I don't know. I don't know what it looks like on the back end, like when you're on the other side of the server of the game and you can like look at like what's actually happening and the numbers are coming in from a computer angle. But I'm pretty sure we have more tools back then. Today, we have more tools today than we do back then to track how players are acting. But yeah, so I don't know. We'll probably end up. I'm gonna check the forums a little bit longer. I'm gonna see if I can find something on the how long is the suspension. Because it happened on last night, so that would have been, or like this morning sometime. It was like 1 in the morning yesterday. No, probably like 3 a.m. So I'm gonna say like 20 hours ago. So I want to see if so 20 hours. If we do the math, 20 hours out of 24 times. Let's say it's 30 days. So that would be 600 plus 120, 720. 720 hours. So I got 700 hours to go. We'll be on lockdown for 700 hours. Well, the good news is I'm sleeping a third of that off, so it's really, and I'm working another third of it off. So it's really like mm, somewhere around 8 times 29, because that's how many days are left, which is 160 and 72, which would be 232, which 232 times 3 is 600 plus 96, 696, which is close to that 720. So yeah, late night math for no apparent reason because we're bored. This is what you do when you don't have any video games to play. You think about numbers. I remember when I was younger, I used to go to when I right before I go to bed, I would think about the math problems of the day at school, and I would try to imagine the problems in my head, like do the whole problem without paper, just like in your head, and do like two or three, and then go to sleep. It really made me really good at those problems, and it's one of the mental math is like probably the best thing going. I know they don't do kids mental math anymore. I was tutoring my cousin's daughter, and I was asking her to do, just like, 8 plus 3 or 8 minus 3, and she literally had to. We're in second grade, and she had to like draw a bunch of lines and then erase them. And I'm like, what the heck? And they don't teach them that, but they were teaching them like graphs and all kinds of other things like filling in charts. And I'm like, how you don't know mental math, but they got you trying to do graphs and word problems? Like, this shit is ass backwards for these second grade kids right now. Maybe it was just at school, but if you guys have kids or whatever, check on your kids and see what the homework is, because people, it's weird. And common sense ain't so common. I went to the DMV a couple days ago, and I'm in this line. DMV. Okay, yeah, it's gonna take forever at the DMV. We know that. So I'm waiting in this line for like 30 people, and this line takes about 30 minutes or whatever. And I get up to the front. I'm like the fourth person in line. I'm number 4, And then this guy comes from behind the counter with like this rolling tray pool pit thing, and he's tearing off paper. And then he comes into the line with his rolling tray, goes to the fifth person in line. I'm number four. He goes to the person right behind me. Hey, what do you need to do? All right, you need to do is give him a piece of paper, scratch something to go stand in this line. And then goes to this person after him. Boom, what do you need to do? Give him a piece of paper, scratch something, go to that line. He proceeds to help like everybody behind me, right? Keep in mind, I ain't moved. I'm still number four. Apparently, there was a traffic jam at the front of the DMV line where somebody had some extra problems right when one of the two workers wanted to like bullshit around and start wiping tables and like not want to work because it was some chick who didn't really want to work and she was trying to do everything she could to not work only. And the girl next to her was the one that was actually working, but she had got caught up for a while. So now I'm number four, and then everybody behind me has been helped to put it to this other line. So I finally get up to the counter and like, here, take a ticket, swipe the paper, go stand in the line. And now I'm behind everybody I was just in front of because I was the last person to get helped. But we're still in like a line, right? So I'm heated. I'm like, whoa, this is some bullshit. So when I get up to the front, I'm like, yeah, I need to speak to the manager, blah blah, get my registration, blah blah. Blah. Tell the manager, and they're just like, oh yeah, this is how we operate. So I'm like, your plan of strategy is to help the fifth person in line. Like, why skip the first four when it literally takes 10 seconds to hear what they need to do and scratch the paper and tell them which line to go stand in? You feel me? Like, why even do all that? Why skip the, I'm just like, the logic behind it. And I'm going through it and I was just telling them. But then in my mind, it dawned on me, this guy looked kind of older, like, because, right now, like I said, we're like 30-year-old people and fucking, uh, we're supposed to have like some sort of sense and common sense, but common sense ain't so common anymore. You know what I mean? So keep with common sense. Play these video games. Have fun. Don't worry about these names. Don't let the people get in their skin. Don't ban people. Don't FF if you play League of Legends. Don't FF. Feel me? Just be a good player. Cause that's a hypocrisy in my opinion. How you gonna FF a game, right? How you gonna surrender a game and then start up a new game just because you didn't want to lose the other game? And 90% of the time, when you getting your ass beat in a game, you finna lose in 5 minutes anyway. So just lose. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be much longer. They're kicking your ass. You know? I mean, I could see if you surrender a game and then you go start up a new game. Okay, or I mean, you have to go to work or you going to sleep or something like that. You gotta do some real life shit. All right, surrender. Yeah, that's fine. But if you're gonna surrender just to like get a better situation in a new game, nah, that's a hypocrisy. Now you're just being a hypocrite. And now you only basically play games when you're in a winning situation. You never play a game that looks hopeless. Basically, you just rather get into a game that looks less hopeless. Or rather than learning how to play better to get out of your hopeless situation and possibly learning something that's going to help you down the line because you're in such a dire situation, you actually learn something. Nah, you rather just go play to where everything's all kosher and used to you winning. You know. So I don't think surrender button should be allowed. I don't even know why I'm talking about this. I'm talking about something totally different. But yeah, I do gotta go play a game. It is getting late tonight. I appreciate everybody who's been here. Like or just not YouTube, follow or subscribe. Um, I am going to. I need to play something. I don't know what I want to play though. Uh, World of Warcraft. It's fun, but it's like World of Warcraft is kind of easy. It's kind of too easy. It's very colorful and kidsy, but it's too easy. Like I just don't feel like I'm being challenged. You die. Basically, I realized in World of Warcraft, the only thing you have to lose is money. Like if you die, you lose time, of course, but the only thing you lose is money. Only thing it costs you, you could just revive at the spirit and then repair your armor and then wait like 10 minutes for the sickness to wear off. You're good to go. Nothing happened. All you lost is some money. In EverQuest, you stand to lose everything you worked for every time you die. And then if you get that back, then you just lose a good chunk of experience, which is time. So you lose a huge amount of time and possibly everything, all your items. So, but normally it's just a huge amount of time. But with this ban, I realized that on my last screen, I was getting killed by a skeleton. So I got killed by a skeleton, and now I got suspended. So I'm definitely gonna lose all my stuff. I had about maybe 5 platinum worth of bags. I think I was fully loaded on cloth from hunting the decaying skeletons. So all my armor pieces were clothed up. Had a two-handed staff. Had like 3 backpacks. Had 2 backpacks and a large sack that I found. So my dude was G'd up. I had some shit. You know what I mean? So I'm basically gonna get the reset button back to square one when I finally go. I'm able to play EverQuest again. I don't know. Hopefully, I get back into EverQuest. I probably should go play some Magic the Gathering. I was planning on playing some Magic the Gathering tonight. You know, uh, take it back to the old school and do something that would be cool from like back in the day. Play some Magic the Gathering. You know what I mean? But hopefully, everybody here got a chance to see all the rules. Keep your name within the restrictions. Keep your arms to your side. Don't raise your voice, and then you know have your lunch money ready when you get to school. Basically, those are all the rules right there, um, and don't violate any of them. All right, let's go play a game. Let's Shall we play a game? Boy. Um. All right, you guys want to see the rules one more time here? All right, let's get the rules one more time. Jeez. Okay. No kill stealing. Obvious. Um, Understanding what constitutes a camp. Okay, what constitutes a camp is who is basically there first. You know what I'm saying? And if one person, like you have a party of 6 people, one person survives, he's still the motherfucking in control of that shit. All right, and if he's in control of like 4 rooms, he can say, "All right, we'll take this room. You guys take that room," but he can't hold all 4 of you. He could split it or something. All right. He's in control. The first person there. Okay. Don't kill while you're asleep. This is what got me put down. Don't try to be a cool badass mage and take advantage of your cool badass pet and watch your pet kick some badass minions fucking to Narnia. No, don't watch your pet kick minions to Narnia. You better get up and cast. You better do something, or else thou shalt not watch your NPCs kill other NPCs while you're not being a PC, basically. And then don't ninja loot. Of course, yeah, this is bad. Ninja looting is very be it bad manners, because fucking nobody wants a ninja looter. Like I was playing a game of WoW a couple weeks back before Green came out, and we were like on this quest of like a rare drop. It wasn't rare, but it was like collect 15 of these things that only drop like 1 out of 10 guys. So and the guys were like elite. It was like 1 out of 5, but they were elite, so it took hella long to kill one. And yeah, we invited some guy to the party, and sure enough, he was melee, and he was looting before they hit the ground. That's how fast he was looting. You didn't even know they were dead, and they were already looted. Like damn, we had all 3 of us. And then towards the end, me and my cousins we were like all in water trying to beat him. He's still beating us. Like this nigga got a bot. Like okay, so don't be that guy. Like be respectful. If you're in a situation where it's free for all looting, loot once every 4 times or one per party member. Like when we're hunting Sarnax on the side of the hill on the ledge, and nobody really cares. I'll let the corpses build up and go down, get me a couple, get me 1 or 2, and then go back to the hill and met up. But I'm not trying to every time. But people on that server were rich; they didn't really care. But in situations like that, you just gotta don't be that warrior. That's just because you're the warrior and you're the melee guy always looting everything, because that's not fair. You know what I'm saying? And nobody wants to carry a bunch of copper, so I don't believe in auto split either, because it just makes it to where everybody gets a bunch of copper, and then you got like 400 or 500 copper, and then you gotta dump it. You know what I mean? So you just lost a lot of money. So no auto split. One person getting all the money, getting that solid piece of coin. That's how I think it should be. Share the loot. Yeah, share the loot. Be nice. Be nice. Share the loot. Third-party programs, of course, self-explanatory. Don't do stuff because you're too dumb to be able to do it yourself. I was thinking about EverQuest. We don't need maps. We don't need third-party. We don't need none of that. This is straight man versus machine. So let's get this done. Um, yeah, no more than one client. I believe that you should be able to have multiple computers in one house, but only one one window open per computer. Um, Accidental opens up. Like say you have a window open, but you forgot it was open, and you come back to your game and you log in again. Maybe it should just boot the old one out, but what I'm saying, since stuff like that or cause problems, but if it's accidental, I don't think you should be actually like playing two on multiple windows. No, that's not good. No real money transfers. I can't say anything about that, but I do go 50-50 on that. And then foul language, of course, not permitted, but I do permit foul language. So that's kind of like oxymoronic, but I know, but it just depends on what you're saying, because we do want to hear some vulgar stuff, but we don't want to hear stuff that's way. I mean, it's hard to say because I don't know if this game is R rated. Because if the game is R rated, then language it just depends on if the game is R rated. If the game is 18 and up, or if it isn't. If it's not 18 and up, then yeah, we got to restrict the fouling language to a minimum of PG 13 or whatever. And then harass others. Yeah, no harassment, no spamming, trying to sell stuff, no blocking people, no training, no defrauding other players. You can't defraud other players. So that means like basically causing harm to other players' reputation, falsely representing other players' identity, uh, in order to gain access to another player's account or information. So you can't be being the ninja in real life players. Um, and then they really don't want you messing with the staff. CS stands for customer service rep, CSR. So you don't want to do anything with customer care. Don't mess with them at all. Be nice to them. Basically, when they come up, ask them if you want to kiss their ass or just jump in the air. That's all you need to say with them. Role playing does not grant a license out of ass kissing or jumping. So basically, if you role play, that's your ass. You feel me? You gotta be careful when you role play. You will get taxed. Let's see. You may not operate a guild that habitually violates these rules. Right, right, right. You can't enforce it like a dirty football team. And then the naming policy, Bruce Lee not allowed, but we should allow Bruce Lee. And neither is Gandalf or Dritz, but we need to allow Gandalf and Dritz. I kill orcs. I kill orcs is the same as Orc Slayer. So it's just a matter of wording. So this is a hypocrisy right here that needs to be fixed. Um, and yeah, there's a couple things with the name, like Crimea River. We should bring attention to these locations of geography so that people comes to remembrance. Same thing with Dritz. We need to remember those people, so let them be. Stalin should not be ranked here with Allah, Jesus, and Satan. So he should be demoted down to somebody you could pick. I know they probably should have put Hitler there, maybe, because they're actually humans. So Hitler should be allowed. I mean, even though he was bad, whatever. I mean, just still a man. Darth Vader, these guys definitely should be allowed unless there's some sort of copyright thing that's gonna happen where you get sued. If not, then you know, if there is no kind of financial thing going on here, then we should definitely either allow or disallow on 50-50 that. But most of these down here, I'm pro. Okay. All right, everybody. I hope you caught all those rules. Um, so don't be like me. Don't be the idiot who got smacked by the rules, not paying attention to rule number three. Okay. It is against the rules to AFK camp any NPC or groups of NPCs by placing a pet nearby and letting it kill while you're away from your computer, which I was not away from my computer. I was laying right next to it. I'm like right where I'm right at right now. I was just laying down. I actually play from on my couch, and I sleep on my couch. So sometimes, so I was still here, and I was waking up every 30 minutes or so. I would wake up, move around, and go to sleep. The fact that I was just not actively killing with my auto attack or spells makes people think that I wasn't, but I was watching, I was monitoring my pet do it. you know I just wasn't moving while I was doing it, and I wasn't having my eyes open 100% of the time. You feel me? So this is, again, that's super negotiable, because how do you know what somebody's doing on their computer? And then two, how bad is a person killing a guy every 5 minutes? It's not that bad. How many mages are out there? Like, what are you scared of? A whole zone full of mages just standing there, asleep, zone farming, AFK zombie farming. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that bad. Well, all that's gonna happen is that wandering mob that's like a level or two higher, like the skeleton that killed me, to come in and just start killing them, because they wander everywhere. So shit happens. They'll get killed. Um, Unless you put them on a hill or something. But all right. Mm, yeah. So that's where I'm at right there. In addition, and we'll be explaining Section 5. You may not forage items using automated programs. So know your foraging skill with the automation. Also, I tried the begging skill on every quest. Very interesting skill. So I'm thinking, oh, this is a cool skill. It refreshes like every 10 seconds. I'm gonna just stand here next to the guy that sold it to me and build it up to 250 off him alone. Yeah, so I'm sitting here clicking begging, begging, begging. Doing it probably like around the 20th time. He's like, I just dead. He just killed me. I was like, okay. I guess he gets tired of you begging. So yeah, if you beg too much from one person, they kill you. Or was it a successful beg attempt that was unsuccessful? Like, maybe it finally worked, but then after it works, there's a chance that they either like you or hate you. And then mine was a fail for the second chance. So who knows exactly how begging works? I'm sure somebody out there knows, and they can jot it to me on wiki. But uh, I really gotta play a video game now. Um, uh, any suggestions? Anybody have a suggestion? I'm dying out here, man. I'm dying out here. Maybe I'll just go over the rules again tomorrow. It's just for people. I don't want people to be like on stuck. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I kind of want to play, and then I don't know what to play. So I'm like, like, I want to play a game, but um, I was watching the Doja Cat video. I was thinking about doing a reaction to this one video I've heard about Cash Doll and somebody else. But yeah, anybody, if you have any thoughts out there, hopefully it's a 7-day suspension, like Grayson said. Gray saying, but if not, yeah, I'll be in for the long haul, boys. We're gonna be in for the long haul. All right. Cool. So yeah, I guess it's time to go play some video games.